Hello, darlings. Hurry in. We have company. Oh, hold my drink, baby. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Tonight we have Baby Hulk. Yay! How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. So, for those who are not familiar with who Baby Hulk is, he is a MMA fighter who I actually discovered on by watching Street Beef. And Street Beefs is I really like the concept of Street Beefs and what they stand for. They are put the guns down, gloves up, and in a controlled environment. So they are really, really awesome. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us where you're from.
Originally, I'm from Newark, New Jersey, but I moved down south. I stay in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh, okay. Not too far. I'm also in North Carolina.
Okay, bet.
Okay. Um. Uh. So what were you doing actually before you started fighting, or what made you begin to start fighting?
Before the fighting thing, I was a college student doing a college thing. Was really interested in wrestling in college. Got to do it a little bit. You know, took a little time off. Kind of, did the work thing, and through that, like my love of wrestling and everything, I found my gym. We had a jiu-jitsu gym now, so just started doing jujitsu, really fell in love with it. Met a couple of coaches who were in the sport and, kind of clicked up and it, I was always a fan of it. So it kind of just seemed natural to get into it a little bit.
Wow. Because you've been fighting, I know at least on the Street Beef platform for you have to excuse my puppies.
Nah, it's okay.
you, you've been fighting on the Street Beef platform, I believe, for a little over a year now, and you are the microweight champ for Street Beef.
It's actually really
Um,
funny. Like, how you go like Facebook memories and everything? Today was like legit,
mhm.
like, I think to the year like that I quote unquote won it. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, that is cool. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So, I am a huge fan. I'm a fan of you. I'm a fan of fighting. Period. I have always been a fan of fighting. Even the video games that I play are fighting games. I am a huge fan. Um, and you were awesome. I know your first fight versus Babyface on Beef. On Street Beef. What was going through your head before you stepped into the arena?
Uh,
Satan's backyard.
what was my thoughts? My first thoughts were literally, I'm about to fight somebody in somebody's backyard. This is crazy. So, besides that going through my head, it's just, try to implement my game plan, try to get the guy out of there as fast as I can. So those are the only really two things running through my head.
Okay, okay. I know one of the things that I have noticed from watching the fights, y'all are fighting out there on like grass and mud, but I see people slipping and sliding, but it does not seem to affect you at all. How do you manage to do that?
I try to not to let it. I try not to let it affect me. There's been a couple of fights where it was no getting around it. Like it affected everybody, but try to just have what I have in mind, and like even if it's hard or even if it's not going as planned, try to stick to that plan as well as I can and try to make it happen.
Okay, okay. Um, because I have so you tell me about. I have so many questions. Tell me about the time that you fought two people in one day.
Okay, so that was the last event I went to. I think that was like coming up on 3 months now. I don't know. I like to stay active. The more I can fight, if I'm not hurt, if nothing's bothering me, I like to fight as much as I can. I learn something new through every fight. I feel like I get better after every fight. So the more I can do that, the better I feel like it makes me. And I was going to. It's a long trip. It's like 6.5. It's like 6 hours. So going down there,
Wow.
fighting one time and coming back, sometimes it doesn't feel. I won't say worth it. It's just a lot to ask for just that. So I'm like, man, give me two guys. I'm in shape. I'm ready for it, and they set it up and did, did one the first one. Probably had like 15 to 20 minutes before they like, yo, baby Hulk, you ready? And I'm like, ah, shit. Went back in there,
Wow.
did the second one, and that was over. And then we left after that.
How do you train for something like that? Because I've never seen that done.
Yeah, I do a little bit of everything for real. Like in the sport that I am, in the sport that I'm in, it's really hard because you have to train so many aspects of yourself. I gotta make sure my strength and conditioning is on point, my fitness, my diet, and then on top of that, I gotta learn all these skills. I gotta learn wrestling, gotta learn boxing, kicking, blocking. So all these aspects are it's so much to learn that I just kind of gotta like really be obsessed with it and try to train as much as I can in every aspect. And through that, man, you get kind of strong, and hopefully that's why I was able to do it.
Oh my goodness. That was because I sat there and I watched both of those fights and I was like, I don't even think he broke a sweat. I mean, I just really didn't. And you are always such a sweetheart when you fight. It is because you'll sit up there and you will totally annihilate somebody, and then you'll go and you'll give them a hug. And I'm like, oh, oh, he's such a sweetheart.
uh,
That is so cool.
Thank you. And the whole thing with me is people ask me. I've been asked a bunch of times, like, how angry am I when I'm fighting? I'm never angry. I really see it as competition, and you know, trying to test my abilities. I don't go in it from a place of anger or hate. And afterwards, I have a lot of compassion. I'm as corny as that. I'm a lover, not a fighter. So I have compassion for my fellow
No.
competitors, and at the end of the day, everybody wants to go home safely to their families, and I respect what they do and the dedication that it takes to do this. So that's what that is. It's just a genuine love for another competitor.
Oh, you know what? That you are like this. You should be the spokesperson for good sportsmanlike conduct because you see so many. You were fighting. I believe. Hold on. Oh goodness. You were fighting somebody. I cannot remember his name. And after his round one, he was really upset, and he went over in his corner, and his team was trying to coach him. He knocked the water bottle out their hand. I was like, you know what, Baby Hawk would never. He would never. Well,
It's
I
tense.
have to say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, I was like, yo, it's tense in there. I get how some guys.
Okay.
Uh, I understand.
With that being said, do you ever have any times when your opponent is just refusing to be a good, participate in the sportsmanlike conduct, and they are just something completely left field? Has that ever happened to you,
Um,
where you might have to fight them with no gloves on?
uh, like a couple of times in like my wrestling career, I've dealt with guys like that, but I actually do enjoy that because I'm somebody like if you don't give me a reason not to like you, I'll probably like you. So if you give me a reason not to like you, it's way easier for me. Like I feel like it's a way easier for me like to punch you in the face and not feel bad about it. So it's a win-win for me. Like if you're a jerk, then I could be like it's a good thing. I'm in a sport where if you're a jerk to me, I could do bad things to you. So
Okay. With that being said, that brings me to a question that I have been dying to ask. You in I think a couple of your fights you wore a uh Gohan fitted tank. Are you a fan of anime?
oh, huge anime nerd. Yeah, I'm a big fan of
I don't
anime.
know if you can see Itachi back there.
Yeah, I see
If you
him.
can see Itachi, that's my baby.
Yeah, Tachi's a
Yes, that's my baby. Yes, Itachi is my favorite Uchiha, right up underneath of Madara. I like Madara because Madara loves to dance. I like to dance, and that's how we get down. But let me ask you this: why did you choose Gohan of all characters?
Oh my god, that's probably the best interview question I've ever been asked. Like I've been on a couple podcasts now. That's my favorite question that's been asked. I
Okay.
especially like I really kind of identify with that character because if you know like he never grew up really wanting to fight and he didn't like to hurt people, but he was so
Mm-mm.
strong and like they needed him to do that and like even though like he knew like it was against his nature, like he did it. Like it had to be done, and he's always had like the most potential.
Mm-hmm.
Young, and I really love that character and the fact like that sometimes we have to push through things we don't want to do because we got to.
Yeah, that is a really dope answer. I love that. I love that. I think my favorite Dragon Ball character is Vegeta.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's because Vegeta is so hard headed, but his level of competition, he just would not let Kakarot get over on him at all, at all. And I love that. I love that.
Oh no, Vegeta's a
So
beast.
since we're on, he is. Oh my goodness. And I'm just getting started with, so I watch Dragon Ball Z. I'm on Dragon Ball GT right now.
Okay.
I'm playing catch up. What is your favorite anime of all time?
Oh, that is so hard. Usually, like when I was younger, it was quick to be, Dragon Ball Z. Like it was the first one I really got into. But as I got older and I really started watching them, I was like, probably like the best overall anime I've ever seen, and probably my favorite. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's just the story is really good, the animation is great, the concepts are crazy,
Hmm.
and like it's universally like top five with a lot of people, and it's just because it's such a great story all around that like most
Hmm.
people really like it.
See, now I'm gonna have to go check that out.
Oh, that's a great one. Yeah, you
It's been on my it's been on my to-do list, but I have not had a chance to check that out. My favorite is Naruto.
Naruto. That's a great one.
Naruto.
Who's your favorite
Yes, I love Naruto.
Is he your favorite
Uh,
together?
Naruto Shippuden, that's my favorite anime. My favorite character on Naruto would be Jiraiya.
Jiraiya.
When
Yeah.
I say I was in his Yes, I was in here boo hooing. Oh, no, not Pervy stage. Oh, why?
Yo, that
Yeah,
hit a lot of
I'm
people.
sorry. It was emotional. It was I was emotional. I was emotional.